Buckler Movement TV. You know say I put back cash, carry cash, I hold it from blood clot daily weekend. You know you understand. You fit tune into the blood clot thing and subscribe because you don't want to search for the thing when it a go on. I be a bump buckler, but this a go on. You know say Papa ever in the jungle. Yo, you know what it is? Direct Movement TV, CaryxCash, Papa Cash, Wagwan, live on thing. You know what I'm saying? Follow the channel, Direct Movement TV, CaryxCash, Papa Cash, right on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Get my links, get out with me, music, a lot of interviews I got coming on. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I also wanted to cover, I wanted to talk to y'all, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see what's coming up, man. Election is coming up. And I don't know where y'all focus is, and I see a lot of people kind of just, you know, enjoying the festivities. I see a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, enjoying, you know what I'm saying, of course, the controversy. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope that your minds are still where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, you know, this election or these elections coming up, you know, from now on, I could say, you know, vote for what's good for you. But at the same time, also know what's good for you. Catch your history. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a man that speaks from facts. So when I talk to you guys, I speak from facts. And I also, you know what I'm saying, I want to also educate you at the same time. And to keep it real, none of us, if you middle class, less, I mean, really anybody. But if you, but a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, especially from the minority perspective, you should not be voting Republican. You are a Democrat, period. The people before you never told you that for the wrong reasons. Don't let these entertainers, don't let all of these people that's out there like Candace Owens, and you know what I'm saying, I don't even, you got Lord Jamar looking like he's debating the situation, and a lot of other people.
Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for it.
And now I want to play the clip from Lord Jamar talking about that.
Well, I feel that she's so bad that guess what? I might just go around and vote for Trump. And this is my first time saying this out loud. But y'all think you're going to shame somebody or bully into voting for this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And now you're going to make me be Mr. Anti. You keep coming at me with this bullshit. You keep coming at me talking about, oh, it's a shame that you're not supporting a black woman. She's not black.
Now, Mark, you know, let me ask you honestly, Mark.
There's a lot of other people with so many different perspectives on what they got going on. And I say, yo, even you got Dr. Umar telling you not to vote. And
the black vote. Now, I'm still not voting for neither one of them. And the reason why is they're both racist. Neither one has a track record of helping black folks.
And I understand his perspective on that. But to me, I still feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's a perspective that's not realistic. Because to a certain area, like, you know, you got to think about this to a certain degree. If we do not vote, there's things that's still going to be put in place, regardless of whether you like it or not, because there's more than black people in this area. You know what I'm saying? And more than black people in this world. So there's no situation where if 1 million black people don't vote, the election won't take place. So there's going to be a lot of votes, or you have to, you know what I'm saying? He's a man with, I could say, 1 million following. Give him that. You know what I'm saying? I see about maybe 500,000 on subscribers. So you could just say 1 million or a little bit more of a reach. How many people is there in the United States? Boy, there might be 1 million black people in New York. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you might be able to move a selection of people, and even if you were able to achieve that, could that stop them from proceeding with elections? No. And what laws and things that they put in place happen, so are our people. So there's no stand that we're going to take to say that we still don't have to form with the rest of the world with whatever they choose. Meaning, I need you to give us a little bit more of a realistic approach. Some things I hear you say go a little bit off the wall, but I love your work, brother. I want to be able to one day, of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to probably reach out to your people on that, you know what I'm saying, and maybe I could even, you know what I'm saying, of course, finances, whatever, you know, I got to take to do what I got to do, no problem. I ain't trying to shortstop you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I want to cross that border with you to where we get a chance to debate and do what we got to do. But, you know, as a black brother, I want to probably reach out to you and see if I can get some of your time. You know what I'm saying? That we can debate on that, you know what I'm saying, in that light. But, you know, just to comment on what you say generally, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that topic, we got to think a little bit more realistic. And No boycott right now is gonna stop putting things in place that might hurt us. So we still need to be in on those things. You feel me? So back to my argument. Democrat is where you need to be. And I see that, recently, which is closer to the election, they always got more juicy stuff coming out. I see they got this Lyndon B. Johnson thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And they're putting these things out from where, quotes that he must have said, things that he said, back in the time when he was putting things in place and whatever. And people say, oh, he didn't really want to do it. He was a Democrat. He didn't really want to do it. Whatever the case is, I'm going to put that quote up. So you see the quote. All right. So now, after you've seen the quote and all that, now, understand the error. I don't need you to respect what the man is saying. I don't even need you to respect the man. Just need you to respect the era, that the time that we're in. And if you understand the respective era, he's the 1960s. You understand the respective era. Then you understand that there were two kind of white people at that time. One that wanted you dead, and just literally wanted you beneath them. And two, the other one that wanted you to survive as long as they can use you and benefit you probably off the things that they need. Of course, like using your vote. And you have to understand that there will always be a party for you and a party against you. They went from killing you, kidnapping you and killing you, to enslaving you, to now they're transferred over into saying, okay, how can we use you? And some people are transferring over to the simple fact that they wanted you dead. So therefore now, these are the white people that's saying that they're beneficial. Or at the end of the day, they just might have a little bit of a heart to say, we're not going to execute all of them. So you have to understand that these people that you are talking about, yes, we're not praising them for the attitude or the demeanor or the character that they had. They never liked us in the first place. They just realized the significance in our lives in their country. You understand what I'm saying? And if we're going to stay here, you need to side with the people that want you alive. And I can prove that to you in many different ways. So now, let's go back to the 1900s. Let's focus on what we survive off of today. And I want to prove to you what you survive off of today, they put in place so long ago. And this is what actually helps you maneuver, or a lot of people you love maneuver today, to where, or because you got a taste of a good life, there ain't no reason for you to vote for the other side. That's not being humble in character. You understand what I'm saying? And the Lyndon B. Johnson quote never came, yes, it called us uppity niggas, and yes, that's how they felt about us. But the statement still stands. They have put themselves in a position to where we have to help them. We have to appease them. We have to actually deliver with their ultimatums. We have gained a certain respect from ourselves if you understand a lot of civil rights things were going on at that time. So if you understand what we put into the universe, what we wanted started to come to us in that kind of version. And they were the first people, or the white people, that were bending towards what we wanted and what we needed. So now, that was basically an attempt, not even an attempt, that was just you could say crack and slick about the simple fact that he has to convert to what we need him to convert to. And the Democrat became our party that we actually put things through, or we need to put things through. Why do you think the Democratic Party comes out with this whole gimmick every year? They come out with it every year because we are the only party that applies to you. The other party does not even care about shaking your hand. They do not say hi to you. They do not care. And they will never even put a black person to run their party. He might probably be a Senate, something else, but he'll never ever run their party. They never envision him running this country. The only person that will put on that kind of masquerade to them is the Democratic Party. The only person that'll make an Obama. The only people that will try to do so much that they can to appeal to you. Donald Trump has been in our hip-hop economy for so long. Look at him. People love him. Please, he does that to be the only Republican or the only people, because they need somebody to try to appeal with you, but they only get that from the Democrats. And the Democrats are the people that's used to dealing with you. JFK, they started that. Oh, my fault. That was JFK. Bill Clinton. Those people started that. Not Donald Trump. They've been hanging out with black people. They've been formed themselves to basically deal with the minority. And the minority became their strong suit. That's why all of the acts and the things that they put in place, you survival for today, which means if you were actually picking Republicans, you were actually basically telling them that you don't need to survive off the things that they put in place. You don't need them anymore, and you actually can be self-sufficient and actually move with some of the wealthy people in this world. And some of those tax cuts, some of those business cuts, some of those everything that they'll be more conservative on would help you as a person. And if you're not there, or people that you know is not there, why would you sit there and give your assistance away? That's retarded. So now, let's go back to one of the acts that they put in place, right? So, and what you really need to understand before I even get to that is just that, the Republicans, they would have killed you a long time ago. They probably would have at least put you at a social status in the minority to where at that point they can alter the Constitution later on. And, they do everything by a fake democracy, because you have to understand, democracy, Democrats. Those are the people that actually apply to the people. That's why they come out trying to apply to the people. It was built for that way. Republicans is a whole different thing. They are conservative. They are different from, them. And they don't have that in them to do that for you. And they start off wealthy. They take, those are the people that only benefit off the business aspects that they want to take from you guys, as you can see. They only figure out how to be able to, don't get me wrong, it's understand, grow America and put America in a different perspective, when it comes to the dollar and things like that, and focus on our, GDP to debt ratio. And I understand that, get our debt down, when it comes to that $35 trillion debt that we have. I understand. We have to keep up with other countries. We have to keep ourselves safe. We have to keep expanding. We have to, follow the process of economy with the goods, the services, and the trades. And everything has to run at a certain level to where, Republicans focus on that. And their conservative perspectives are going to put a little bit stress on the people that are making money, so it doesn't feel like you're penalized for getting yourself out of a poor state. You understand what I'm saying? But you need to understand that when you come from a Democratic state and you put yourself in a Republican state, you still have to think about the people before you. You can't sit there and take it as, oh, I'm already in a position to where now when I go to H&R Block, I'm not getting the same kind of I'm not getting the same kind of relief that I used to get at the end of the year, and I'm doing different things now, and I'm in a different tax bracket now when I see things from a Republican standpoint, especially if I went and opened up a business and see that on a business standpoint and on a personal standpoint, I have to do more for the economy to pull some of you guys along, because the inflation rate is going crazy with what they have to do to assist the people to get to a stabilized point in life. So, and you got to understand, I understand that, but you still need to understand that we have to get to a stabilized point in life before we can do that. There's plenty of people that have free education. I'll put it up there. So you see that there's plenty of countries with free education. You understand what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that don't rely on the government to survive. So therefore now they can put these things in place without inflation or anything happening to their dollar, in their economy. So, and we still need a lot, but as the people that produce a lot, and like kind of one of the leading nations, what we produce and all of our goods and services kind of balance out our debt. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta be. America is some thieves. We got an embassy in every country for no reason. We take a lot. They smuggle diamonds. You know what I'm saying? You understand the whole shebang bang. They thieves too. You know what I'm saying? They thieves. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got what they got. They thieves. They come and they take from you. You understand? Don't get that twisted. So you got to be in business with us. So outside of that, let's go to what Democrats put in place. Okay, let's go back to 1935. Right? I'm gonna put these on the screen. So you had 1935. Franklin, I know, don't quote me. I wasn't crazy on social studies, but I can always fact check myself. So I'm just not editing the video for y'all. So now you go back to 1935, you got President Roosevelt. He put in the Disability Act. So now when he put the Disability Act in, you got disabled people in your family. You know disabled people. You have people that are neurotypical, but they have a disability themselves. All of this that you get as an aid started from what? Under the Democratic Party. Okay, so you wouldn't even get disability to help some of your people survive. Disability that happens after you get an accident, any type of disability, that act that came from what? Democrats. Money that the Republicans didn't want to give, that they felt like even if we have to inflate the dollar, that they need disability. Okay, you're talking about Lyndon B. Johnson. Yes, he did what he did when it comes to acting and that demeanor, but it was because of the simple fact is these people are still who they were. They just realized that they have to take a different avenue to get the society that they're envisioning and to get us to go with that vision and to accomplish that mission. So these are the people white people that we are dealing with. Why do you think even if they say, oh, the civil rights sold our vote to the Democrats? Okay, yes, because after that, what were they doing? What were these civil rights people doing? They were fighting on their own, trying to feed themselves, trying to build their own economies, and they realized that even if we don't succeed with that, there's only one group of white people that's trying to help us and one group of people that's working against us. And they said we have to go with these people, even if their society doesn't even envision everything that we envision. It's just that they're giving us the opportunity to be who we want to be and build how we want to build and give us the assistance that we need to build how we want to build. To be Republican, we had to be able to survive on our own at a certain rate that a lot of us wasn't even at, to be able to see it from a Republican way. So because you are doing well in life or be able to have the system of being able to get up, you are thinking things from a Republican standpoint. Why do you think there's a lot of first people that ever said they were Republican were rap? Think about it like this. Any black Republican you know, he broke? He ain't got no money? He don't live in a nice house, nice crib and all that? He probably got a business. And he's probably an entertainer, a rapper or something sitting next to Donald Trump. Letting you know that we are at his level to receive his kind of tax break, his type of tax cuts, because the only thing that they do is try to basically live how they want to live, but get your tax break or get taxed nothing. That's all. And do other things in the economy like they're doing and feel like they're not getting penalized for doing so good. You know what I'm saying? To where they have to give more to the economy to help it run because of people like you guys or us or me or minorities. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to understand that standpoint. So let's go back to the act though. Lyndon B. Johnson, what did he say? We're gonna get these uppity niggas to vote for us forever. And then what does he put in place? 1964. Food stamps. Without food stamps, who the hell right now is surviving? Everybody got food stamps to transfer over the EBT, the SNAP, whatever it transferred over to now. Who put it in place? Democrats snatching government money, inflating the dollar to give global assistance. For years, since the 1900s, it started in 1964, what year we in now. How many of y'all still going to school or going to the store for food stamps? But it's the same man you talking about. They never liked us. We just understand that we have to make deals with our enemies or deals with the people that are going to help us, even though we don't always agree. And those were the people that we had to align ourselves with, to where your peoples and your elders and your grandparents always told you have to vote Democrat because, yo, guess what? It's not even about that. Yo, this is about survival, and that's the people that we are dealing with. You just wasn't in there. You wasn't there to understand the civil rights movement, to understand the Black Panthers, to understand who people were aligning themselves with, to understand that these are the white people that you have to even put anything in through. If you want something, these are the only people that's going to give it to you. So if you don't align yourself with them, you're killing yourself. You're basically walking to the other side like as if those people accept you. And the only way they'll accept you is if you make money like them, if they feel that you are a part of their society. And, don't get me wrong, certain people, of course, they would treat you as such when you produce, but at the end of the day, there is a certain block to where it's like, yo, they don't want to see you survive like them. So you are messing yourself up going over there or just saying that you want to not be a part of the people. That is not where you are yet. Because they still need the Democrats. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to change your frame of thinking. But I'm not done yet, okay? And
My fault, and I just had to add, let's not forget the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
How you gonna forget that one? Okay, and after I go through some of these, I will post it on there. So I'm not done yet. Okay, so we're gonna go to. So we did the food stamp, right? Oh, food stamp, right? We're gonna do food stamp, right? Now I'm about to hit you with the double whammy. 1965, the cracker that didn't like us, even though I know he doesn't, I'm not being sarcastic, but the fact that we are in business with him proves to you why that we are in business for you, and it was a deal of you do something for me, I do something for you, and we're still in that process. It's 1965, Social Security. Republicans are furious. You are taking their money and giving them Social Security. We're transferred over now to with Social Security, and it became the Medicare and Medicaid Act. So now, Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, you've been getting that, right? Yeah, people that, how many people, old people, yo, I'm living off of Social Security. They feel that you deserve to share the money that they were taking from you, and that you work hard for it. We already tax you enough. We already pimp you enough. At least give them an opportunity and incentive. And with some of that money, they're going to be able to go get free health care. So when they can't be like, have Blue Cross and Blue Shield and go like people and be able to pay copays, they don't. They have Medicaid. They have Medicare. They'll be able to get whatever the government can afford for them for free. And we'll give them that till what? Forever. It's 2024. We're still doing it. Half of you still got procedures on your body, your teeth, your feet, your heart, whatever, off of Medicaid. Prescriptions and medicine, off of what? Your tax dollars that they felt that you deserve some of. And some of you retire and still get a pension, still get your Social Security, still get all of that. Why? The Democrats put that in place to give you a piece of the pie. You do something for me, I do something for you. Don't laugh at me when I come out on my election day with my whole black campaign. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm the only person that's going to help you. Idioto. You sit there and you look at it and say, okay, I understand it's corny. They're not from our community enough to be able to come outside with hip hop music and good food and make us feel the minority warmth. But at the same time, they still have the same mission. The only people that are applying to us to where we have to still focus on what they're trying to put in place and everything they're trying to keep in place, because a lot of those things that we still live off of, the Republicans want to take away. So where you going with Republicans? Okay, so now what else I gotta put in place? Oh, don't let me forget. You only get first home buyers assistance from Democrats. Why do you think they even have the ability to raise it to $25,000? Who started it? And look at the mortgage rate, right? So let's do those numbers, because everything is about numbers. If most of you don't know, a house is a scam. So, and it's a good thing to have because it's better living circumstances, but it's a scam. Because the mortgage rate, right? We just do numbers. Numbers don't lie, people do. So if you wanted to really understand what mortgage rate is without even having a house, right? Let me show you what it is. The house costs $300,000. Okay, the agreement is 30 years. It's 360 months in 30 years. Okay, so let's just say I gave you, because I'm not going to try to do all that math in my head. Don't kill me. I'm a human being, and I claim that, okay? Regular, I'm a human being, right? I'm gonna put it on the screen, but let me do it here so I don't say it wrong, right? So what we gonna do, right? We gonna do, you see it? We gonna do, let's just say $2,000 for your mortgage, right? $2,000 times is 360 months in 30 years, right? 360. That's 720,000. Okay, and let me just make sure that's right. So you got 300 and, right? So hold on. All right, go. 720,000. Peep game. Right? So now peep game. So now 720,000, right? Minus, let's say your house costs 400,000, right? Let's just say your house costs 400,000, all right? Who got $320,000 to get in interest? Because only $300 or $200 is going towards the principal amount that I owe, right? And let's do it in a simpler rate, because I ain't gonna be wrong. I'm not going crazy. I'm not the crazy mathematician, right? But let's just do that in a slow way, right? And let's do it in a slow way so that we get it with simple numbers. So the house costs $100,000, right? Cool, right? So now you are paying $2,000 a month, right? So there's $2,000 a month, right? My fault. I'm pressing it too much. $2,000 a month, right? So now there's 12 months in a year. So 2,000 months times 12 equals 24,000. So the house costs 100,000. You make $24,000 a year, right? But we're gonna stretch this loan out, right? Right, for 10 years. Because you know what I'm saying? Because $300,000 house would be like 30 years, right? I'm reasonable, I'm smart, I'm not gonna go crazy. We're gonna do 10 years, right? So now, if I gave you $24,000, right? Because I'm giving you $2,000 a month, I'm giving you $24,000, right? So the house only costs $100,000. And in 10 years, 24,000 times what? 10. I paid you $240,000 on top of a $100,000 house. Don't you see that that's the regular setup that everybody gets? Because how much of it goes towards the principal amount of the house? Like $200, $300, and the rest is for the government having to take, or the bank, the bank having to take that chance of you wanting $100,000 for a house that you can't afford. Mortgage rates are crazy. So if somebody was offering you, right, because they said, okay, hold up, wait, $25,000 first home buyer's loan, right? So, I mean, grants, because you don't have to pay it back. So they're giving you the money, right? They're giving you the money. They're giving you the money. And you get a $10,000 tax credit as a first-time home owner. So you can go back at the end of the year and you get a $10,000 tax credit for getting that house. So $10,000 at the end of the year. But let's just focus on the first 25. 25. I had to edit that little piece. But a mortgage rate, right? You got to put like 20% down, right? So since you have to put 20% down, what's 20%, right, of 400,000? Okay, so 20% of 400,000, that amount minus 25,000 is exactly what she's trying to give you, Kamala. You understand what I'm saying? The Democrats are the only one trying to give you something towards these crazy ass mortgage rates. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not crazy with the mortgage rates. I'm not crazy with the whatever. I'm just, from what I know on hand, I'm trying to give you that information. And the down payment is 20%. And I'm paying you $2,000 over the course of 30 years. Then you could already do $2,000, right, a month times 20. So 24,000 times 30 years. How much is that? Okay. I could see already in how much is interest because I would have been paid the house off. What the hell am I paying you? Crazy ass mortgage rates from the bank just because you want a home. You see what I'm talking about? So anybody trying to help you get into the house and then also trying their best to lower the mortgage rate so you can stay in the house and actually afford and pay off the house easier is someone trying to help you. So Democrats win on that one again. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. To understand that the Democrats will be the only people trying to do something for you. Republicans are trying to save themselves money. Conservative is just an easy way of saving money. If you were less conservative, in investing, you're less prone to invest, prone less to spend money. You're more aggressive, you're going to throw the money out there, you're going to be more risk. They're less aggressive with their approach. The Democrats are aggressive with the assistance, aggressive with the spending the money of trying to help the people. Donald Trump keeps telling you, do it on your own, do it yourself, right? More for self-independence, right? And that's more for the people that are already there to where they already can supply themselves. They don't live off of food stamps. They don't need your Medicaid. They don't need none of that stuff to where what the Republicans have will work best for them. But that doesn't work for half the world. On top of the simple fact of the matter is, let's not even go into, right? Hold on. They're helping your families get here. These people want to kick all these people out that helped build the country. All these you mean to tell me it was nothing but Italian people, nothing but white people, and nothing but European people that built New York City, that built everywhere? Or was there black people and there was there Spanish people, there was there all of the descents that helped you build this place? So now that you got it working and you got it going, people from these ethnicities and backgrounds that come from these places that still want an opportunity, you're not going to let them come here and produce? Half of them come here and open up businesses and go hard. Look at all these goddamn Spanish people. They're going crazy, right? All this landscaping, they're going hard. They come here and they work. There's always there's a lot of bad black people. There's a lot of bad white people. There's a lot of bad Spanish people. There's a lot of bad everything. So don't sit there and try to sit there and say we don't have enough space for them. And those bad apples is the reason why the Haitians and everyone have to leave. Stop it. They come here and they work hard, and that is proven. And they work so hard, they're part of the reason why this place is even built. So now you want them out? Democrats have some type of heart. Of course they want your vote, but they at least give you an opportunity at a better life to produce, because you helped us have a society, so we owe you that opportunity. And you go try to vote Republican. Are you crazy? Because what? Oh, they want me to vote for them. So you want them to let you in, but you don't vote for them? Why the hell would you let all these people in the country and not even vote for the person that let you in the country? Don't listen to all these people online because they're moguls. Some of these people get paid by Republicans to sway your view, and they know that stuff ain't gonna help them or help the. I'm not gonna help the people behind them or the people that they're aligned with. But they know since they're well off in life, I don't really need it. That's not fair for the people behind you, the people that's still coming up. And these are why these people are in place. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats are for the people, whether you like it or not. Because regardless of the matter, those are the people we have to make the deal with to get where we need in life. So you have no business with the Republicans whatsoever. You understand? Now, outside of that, let's go to some more facts about how they even been doing over the last few terms. So let's just go over the last few terms and really just understand how each party's really even been doing. And I'll post that too. All right, so now let's get into how the term has really been doing, right? How the terms been going for each party over the last couple of years, right? And I'll post that too, right? So let's kind of go over that. So now I have this, right? So let's see. Make sure that I do this correctly. All right, I got you. So now it's saying, right, over the last couple of years, right, because we got last 3 terms, right? So over the last 3 terms, right, the Democrats have done a complete better job, including total job growth, unemployment, economic growth, manufacturing job growth, and manufacturing investment, small business creation, and contribution to the national debt. Economic performance is stronger under the Democrats, right? Ooh, I love this. They give it straight to you. I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not, right? Republicans have prioritized tax cuts that benefit the wealthy and that fail to boost economic growth or pay for themselves, while Democrats have prioritized investing in the middle class, supporting small businesses, and improving economic resilience after downturns, especially of the 11 recessions in the modern era, and 10 have begun under Republican presidents. So 10 of the recessions that we have only came when Republicans were in office. And they said with the 10 recessions, and actually with the 10 recessions, we only recovered because of the Democrats. Like, I'm not reading from something false, bro. I'm not reading from something false, bro. And if I'm bugging, if I'm bugging, hold up. Make sure I'm not bugging. Wait. I know at the top you see .gov. I know you can't read everything, right? But you see Senate.gov, right? So I'm not reading from anything. We're gonna eat anything that don't make sense. Like, stop playing. They got the statistics on here and everything. We're gonna go to the statistics, bro. They got everything. Hold on. Right? Looking at the last 7 presidents, job growth totaled over 50 million under Democratic presidents, compared to only 17 million under Republican presidents. Most recently, job growth has totaled nearly 16.2 million under the Biden-Harris administration as the U.S. economy has recovered from the pandemic recession. Conversely, there were only 2.7 million fewer Americans employed when Trump left office. So there was 2.7 million less people when Trump left. There's 16 more. You really got to get into the statistics, bro. They focus on themselves and not you. Period. Because you get to a certain level to where they're worrying about money that they're spending in the economy, not money that you need from the economy. Bro, I'm not even getting into those statistics. Remember, I'm out of here. I got things to do for the day. Y'all don't understand what y'all doing. Y'all don't understand what y'all doing. I got time to be playing with y'all. Y'all retarded. Y'all wake up and see everything going because you want to work Republican? Fine. You want to see them separate your families? You want to see you have to pay more money to the economy? You want to see you have to pay out of pocket for Medicaid? You want to see how to pay out of pocket for Medicare? You want to see how you have to pay out for health care? You want to pay out of pocket for all your food? And, you know what I'm saying? People are just jealous a lot of times. I'm saying jealous, but, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people sometimes are just upset because, you know, they make a little bit more money. So especially when their kids guys go to school, everybody still gets financial aid. Financial aid doesn't have anything to do with how much you make. Doesn't disqualify you based off how much you make. It's just based off how much you make. So it means now people that make more money have to pay out of pocket, even if it's in a payment plan, even if they have to give a little bit of money here and there, they have to pay for their child to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Have to, no other choice, even if because the government won't cover all of it. So where if you guys didn't go to school for free and have to pay it back later or whatever, those nice little incentives come from the people that are less fortunate. And sometimes those things get taken away. They would love to not even take it away, but they would love you to be Republican and for us to cut assistance and cut certain things and love for life to be equal in many ways. But as we all step up, we will all have to face the same music. But until then, you acting like you just want to cripple the people that are less fortunate than you because of what you don't feel like doing. That's just how it is. And that's the, Republican way. And I ain't with that. I'm still humble. No matter how much I get paper, I still want y'all to eat. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying I ain't never gonna leave the hood behind. I'm trying to make sure the hood is not a hood anymore. And for that, we have to keep feeding you. So, you know what I'm saying? And the people that are being lazy, wake up. Take a better opportunity. Stop playing around. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that still need it, especially the ones that just got hit. To the last things that I said, y'all look it up, y'all see it, search it for yourself, and understand that you need to be voting Democrat all the way. The only people that put things in place for you, the only people that put things in place for you, the only people that still got things in place for you, the only people that want things for you, and the only thing you need to do to the Democrat is to critique them for the things that you want. Because they need your vote. So tell them you ain't voting for them unless, gun control is at a certain level where I can get a gun myself and it's not too restricted. You need to make sure that outside of you having gun control, you guys bring down taxes. So find some way to control inflation and so many different things. You know what I'm saying? And it's just certain things that you want to put in place and critique to your liking. But outside of that, ain't nobody else helping you. You understand? And $7 billion to all HBCUs. Under the Biden and Harris administration. Dr. Umar saying what he's saying now, but until when he becomes an HBCU and they honor him as a college, you would have got some of that $7 billion and you would have been Kamala all the way. You wouldn't have been looking for donations from the people. You would have got it free from the government just by being an operating black school. You ain't there yet. That's why you're saying what you're saying. Pay attention and overlook this situation differently. Vote Democrat. I'm out. Podcast CaryxCash. Direct Movement TV, baby. Look out for the interviews, look out for the music. Out.
A direct Bumbuckler Movement TV. You know, say I put podcast CaryxCash, I hold it from blood clot till the weekend. You know, you understand? You have to tune into the blood clot thing and subscribe because you don't want to search for the thing when it a go on. I be a Bumbuckler, but this a go on. You know, say Papa ever in the jungle.